Hello, everybody. Today, with February being Black History Month, I thought I'd take a few minutes to honor some of the legends in music. I decided to pull 28 black artists that I have in my collection, and 28, of course, 28 days in February. So I wanted to do this before the end of the month and just talk about some of them individually and why they're so great. So, first out, we have, ironically, The Great 28 is the name of this greatest hits package by Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry being the father of rock and roll, so to speak. And what a legend this guy is. Between his guitar playing, his songwriting, and the voice, iconic as hell, the duck walk on his stage presence, just an absolute legend. Songs like Maybelline and Roll Over Beethoven, School Days, Rock and Roll Music, Sweet Little 16, Johnny Be Good. The list goes on and on. Carol, Little Queenie, Back in the USA, Let It Rock, just amazing stuff. Nadine, Chuck Berry, father of rock and roll, and he needs to be honored this year, Black History Month. Next, we've got Little Richard Penniman from New Orleans, I believe is his hometown. What a guy. Legendary. He was quite a piano player, a showman, kind of not the greatest lyricist. He played on words a lot. Tutti Frutti, Long Tall Sally, Slip It in a Slide and Rip It Up. Ready Teddy, The Girl Can't Help It, Lucille, Jenny, Keep It Knockin' But You Can't Come In, Good Golly Miss Molly. Next up, we've got Fats Domino, The Fat Man. Great tunes here as well. My Blue Heaven, Ain't It a Shame, I'm in Love Again, Blueberry Hill, Blue Monday, I'm Walking, A Whole Lot of Lovin'. Great. Walking to New Orleans, I want to walk you home. String of hits for Fats Domino. Iconic sound. You hear him on the radio, you know who it is. Then we've got the Drifters, the smooth doo-wop sound of the Drifters. They had some beautiful songs. This Magic Moment, Save the Last Dance for Me, a classic. Up on the Roof, On Broadway, Under the Boardwalk, Saturday Night at the Movies. Great group, the Drifters, and they had Benny King and Clyde McPhatter at different times as their lead singers. Both of them had good solo careers and are both in the Hall of Fame. Then we've got Ray Charles. What can you say about Ray? The genius, they call him. I've Got a Woman. Oh, Georgia on My Mind. What else? One Mint Julep. Hit the Road, Jack. Unchain My Heart, I Can't Stop Loving You, Busted, just some awesome songs. If my eyes were better, I'd read them all to you. Great stuff. Ray Charles, Black History Month can't be done without including this guy. Then we're going to go to the smooth sounds of Sam Cooke, maybe the greatest voice of all time. Satin smooth, mellow, easy, soulful. What can you say? Fantastic. Unfortunately, he was gunned down at an early age. He had a short life, but a lot of output. Let me read you off some of these babies. We've got, of course, Chain Gang, Wonderful World, Cupid, Another Saturday Night, We're Having a Party, Twisting the Night Away, Shake. I know I'm missing some. A Change Is Gonna Come, his iconic song. Others too. You Send Me. Jesus, what a guy. Sam Cooke. The Godfather of Soul, James Brown. This guy here was the king at the time. If you were black and you were in the 60s and the 70s, this was the guy you worshipped. I know from firsthand experience. I spent some time in 1970 and 71 at a children's hospital, and I was surrounded by black kids. This is what they played. This is what they loved. This is what they related to. Songs like I've Got the Feeling, Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, It's a Man's World, Try Me, Cold Sweat, I Got You, I Feel Good, Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud, oh, Super Bad, Hot Pants, Please, 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 James Brown, the Godfather of Soul. The Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. I don't even think I need to read these songs. Everybody knows what they are. Fantastic artist. Great voice. Comes from a gospel background. Can't do better than that. Then we're going to go to Otis Redding. Otis Redding, who died, I believe, at age 27, like so many, in a ill-fated plane crash. Great voice again. I've Been Loving You Too Long. Can't Turn It Loose. Try a Little Tenderness, and Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, which was released posthumously right after his death in 1967, late 67. Wilson Pickett, Memphis Soul, Midnight Hour, 6345789, Land of a Thousand Dances, Mustang Sally, Funky Broadway. Awesome. Don't Let the Green Grass Fool You. Oh, man. Great singer. Another guy that's powerful with the voice, just like Otis, Wilson Pickett. And what do you have here? In the early 60s, the Shirelles, the queen of the girl groups. They were the first ones, and then the Phil Spector gang came after. But the Shirelles had their share of #1 songs, including Dedicated to the One I Love and Will You Love Me Tomorrow. Many more. The Shirelles. Then we get into the Motown era. Got to do the Motown. We got Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Just one hit after the next. Another guy with a real smooth, high voice. Sexy as hell for the women. They love this guy. Real romantic music. And gotta love Smokey. Diana Ross and the Supremes. Like 10 straight #1 hits in the 60s. Incredible. Temptations, my favorite Motown group. One of the best. From My Girl all the way through to the classic Papa Was a Rolling Stone, and everything in between. They went from the love songs, the smooth ballads, to the late 60s protest music like Ball of Confusion and psychedelia like Cloud 9 and I Can't Get Next to You. Absolutely great. The Temptations, my favorite. The Four Tops, another smooth Motown group with one banger after the next. Great hits. Same Old Song, Reach Out, I'll Be There, Standing in the Shadows of Love, Bernadette. Great stuff. What else? Walk Away, Renee. River Deep, Mountain High. Great, great, great music from the Four Tops with a great lead singer in Levi Stubbs. Marvin Gaye. Is there anybody with a better voice than Marvin Gaye? Maybe Sam Cooke. But Marvin Gaye's right up there in the top as far as I'm concerned. His duets with Tammy Terrell are unmatched, period. And then he had one of the iconic albums of the early 70s with What's Going On, which brought you all the stuff that black people were going through at that time. The poverty, the violence, the drugs, the racism, the Vietnam War, which was going on. Marvin Gaye wrote about it. It was ranked #1 of Rolling Stones albums in their of all time in their last poll. So that tells you all you need to know. And then, of course, the man himself, Stevie Wonder. This is the man who, I don't know how he does it, being blind and writing the songs he does, performing them from the 60s, 70s, 80s. He's done it for decades. And a true legend and a true genius. Props to Stevie. Then we've got some of the other acts that I want to mention here from the Motown era. You've got Martha and the Vandellas, known for their up-tempo dance tunes like Nowhere to Run, Dancing in the Street, Jimmy Mack, Heat Wave, and the Marvelettes, another smooth Motown group. Please, Mr. Postman, Too Many Fish in the Sea, so on. More than, I can't read them all, but they had about top 10 hits as well. And in the late 60s, the Jackson 5 came on the scene, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention them as one of the highlights of black music in my collection. I don't have everything, but this is the stuff we're concentrating on today. They came on the scene on the Ed Sullivan Show and blew people away. I Want You Back, ABC, I'll Be There, The Love You Save, Never Can Say Goodbye. Big hits. Michael Jackson, of course, the lead singer, he was like 10 years old, and he had his own career after that, which we'll get into. Late 60s, Sly and the Family Stone. They were as funky and soulful and cool as you could get. Let me just read some of these tunes off. I Want to Take You Higher, Everybody's a Star, Stand, Dance to the Music, Everyday People, Hot Fun in the Summertime, Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself, Family Affair. Sly Stone played at Woodstock and tore it up. Here he is, the greatest guitarist who ever lived, Jimi Hendrix. What can you say about Jimmy? This is his first album. Are You Experienced? Purple Haze, Manic Depression, Hey Joe, Fire, Foxy Lady, Stone Free, just great. Are You Experienced? I got another guy that died way too soon at age 27, of course, by his own hand and experimenting with heroin. Too bad, because we lost a legend there. In the 70s, you've got Earth, Wind, and Fire. Fantastic band, a true band with horns and great vocals, harmonies. One of the best of their time. From Philadelphia, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. I have to put them in here. The Love I Lost. Oh, God. Bad Luck. If You Don't Know Me By Now. Wake Up, Everybody. Fantastic song. Teddy Pendergrass, lead vocals. And he had a terrible accident which made him a quadriplegic. But I have to put them in here. Roberta Flack, who had her moment in the sun. Great songwriter, singer-songwriter from the 70s as well. Songs like The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, Killing Me Softly with his song, Feel Like Making Love, on and on and on. Beautiful voice. Real smooth. Roberta Flack. And sings with feeling. Got to include Tracy Chapman, a personal favorite of mine. I discovered her in the 80s, and I've always liked her. This first album is killer. That song, Fast Car, is so beautifully written and performed. If she did nothing else, I would always love Tracy Chapman. Love her. And then two more from the 80s. Michael Jackson, of course, out on his own. He was the king of pop, as we all know. Songs like Billie Jean, Black and White, I'm Gonna Rock With You, She's Out of My Life, Bad, Man in the Mirror, Thriller, Beat It, The Girl Is Mine, so many more. And unfortunately, he died very young as well. A lot of these people that I'm talking about didn't make it into their 50s, 60s, and 70s and have a normal life. They were all cut down short. Michael Jackson, he had troubles of his own, which I don't want to focus on. We're talking about legends in music, and he is a legend in music. And finally, my 28th person is Prince. I'm not the world's biggest Prince fan, but I respect him. And he was also a megastar in the 80s. I love the song When Doves Cry and Little Red Corvette and others, Raspberry Beret. He could play any instrument, and he had such talent, and again, died way too soon. So that's my tribute to Black History Month. Those are only some of the musicians that I have in my collection. Let me just read off some that I don't, that I wish I did. And it's my fault that I don't. But you can just see how many talented people have touched us all. Let's start with jazz people. Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, Duke Ellington, Billie Holiday, Nat King Cole, Al Jarreau, Smooth, Johnny Mathis, Lou Rawls, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie. R&B, you got Muddy Waters. Blues, B.B. King, Bo Diddley, and Robert Johnson all the way back. You've got reggae, Bob Marley, disco, Donna Summer. Who else am I leaving out? Dionne Warwick, of course. Tina Turner, Gladys Knight, Bill Withers, Jackie Wilson, Mr. Excitement, Curtis Mayfield, Al Green. All of these people are wonderful. I can't buy everything, so. But I have to single them out. It's Black History Month, and they deserve to be honored. Some of the other girl groups that I'd like to mention are the Ronettes, the Crystals, the Chiffons. Fantastic. And some of the male groups, the Spinners, the OJs, the Stylistics, the Isley Brothers. It goes on. The Delphonics. Unbelievable. Black History Month. We need more of that in the VC. I wish people would show some of their records. I had to do it before the end of February. So thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Leave comments. Tell me who I left out. Tell me who your favorites are. And thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye.